They'll throw on first down with Fromm. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 22 carries, 135 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1. Because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Looking to throw from. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9. From. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he gets it down to the 32. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Throwing is from. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Counter play with Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, then they ran out of it.
And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Fromm. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And they run with Jacobs on first down, and he'll take this forward for about 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Fromm to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This will be caught at about the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. The open man here, Renfro. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Out of the shotgun, here's Fromm. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs. as the first half is winding down, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. A drive. On first down, it's Jacobs. They find some open field here. And they can't bring him down. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. First and 10 from. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. He'll look to throw. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing again on second down. From open man, that's Renfro. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there for the Raiders. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down, Jacobs once more. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play call...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. And his kick is indeed good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. On first down, it's Jacobs. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's stopped up short of the